Dylan, we good?
Sure.
Bet.
First off, before you guys say who's got the better fit, me or Trip?
You got me today.
Be honest.
Trip, he got you beat.
I mean, it's
you got him beat today.
he got me beat.
He got you beat today for sure.
That's because I'm experimental, man.
No cap.
For sure.
No cap. I like that.
No, you
I
do.
like
Depends where we're going, man.
that.
I'll put that on and go out, but this right here, I'm just like from mom or something.
Yeah.
It's still drip though. It's
I like it,
Versace.
though.
We can keep going, but this Versace.
Colors.
Yes, Versace. But keep going.
Dylan, there was a stretch in that third quarter where they really emphasized trying to take Dez away and taking Ja out of the game, and you kind of stepped up. Did you notice that? And just what was your mentality just throughout this game, scoring?
I think they thought I was going to shoot 1 for 10 again. I'm a pro. I'm a pro. I figure stuff out. And we got a 4-headed monster on our team. If they take out Dez or they take out Ja, me or Trip are going to find a way to, score and get guys involved. And, that's what we did. We had a lot of guys contribute, to the win. Tyus, KA, BC, even Jitty, getting a couple minutes here and there is amazing. We always try to fight and always have confidence in each other. And, that's why we're able to, pull out the game.
This is for either of you. I know you guys, you had the belief that, you had the toughness to win a playoff series, but to now actually have done it, what do you think that means for you guys, your guys' confidence now moving forward, now that you can actually say, like, hey, we out toughed a team, we won a playoff series?
Confidence didn't change though. It's the same. I mean, we're happy with the result. But I mean, we've always had the big picture, like even since we've been playing with each other, like it's been a couple of years now, us playing with each other, we've always had the big picture. We've always had goals of getting further than this. Like it's we never settle. We never we think forward. Just keep thinking forward. That's like the whole point of this. That's why it works. Just keep thinking.
And then just specifically this series, I mean, you guys outplayed them, I think, in every fourth quarter except game one. What went into that? How did you guys do that?
I'd have to say we're used to the moment. We've been there before. Last year with Utah, figuring out how to win, how to win with each other. And I feel like we figure it out. Wish we got better starts. We don't have to put ourselves in that predicament. But we're always going to find a way to fight. And like Coach said in the locker room, there's not one way to win in the NBA playoffs. There's a lot of ways to win, and we just figured out one way. So.
This is for both of you. Dylan, you and some of your teammates have talked about, how you stayed on Jaren throughout this series. What was it like today to see him, perform the way he did? And for you, Jaren, just what did it mean, for you to 18 points, 14 rebounds in a closeout and elimination game to, step up for your teammates?
I feel like we need that on a trip every game. Challenge them to, keep playing at that level. Find a way to play without fouling, and so we need him on that floor. He's a stretch four. He put down the floor. One of a kind player. We need that out there. This is nothing new. He figured out how to play without fouling, and he's one of the big reasons why we're moving to the next round.
Yeah, it's a good feeling, but still not satisfied. You got to keep raising your level. Got to keep taking the good and bad from each game. Even when you don't do what you're supposed to do, you got to have the same approach. Like even when it's a good game, you got to just learn from everything that happened. You got to just keep going. And I mean, I've been playing with DB for like 4 years. Yeah, so I mean, I know how he operates. I know like how badly he wants this, how badly he wants to win, and it carries like throughout everybody on the team. So I mean, that belief is needed. You got to have that. You got to have that surge through everybody. So that everybody's on the same page.
This is for both you guys. It's not every playoff series that a starter gets moved to the bench, as an adjustment, and instead of just having to sort of keep your heads above water, it becomes kind of a plus based on the way the guys who got more minutes played. Brendan Clark in particular. Can you talk a little bit about, how things went with Steven not there and the guys playing that did?
I'd have to say when that happens, you can have two options as a player, is to meddle and be angry about yourself, or support and be a professional. And Steve-O was such a professional. When we made the adjustment, and that opened up more for BC, it opened up more for Xavier Tillman as well, to get minutes, to mix it up. And he understands that we got more series to play, and BC's been playing tremendous in this series. He's one of the key reasons why, to him and Trip. And the same way like X too, had one game at home and played well. But whatever adjustments this team needs to make, regardless, we're going to be professional about it. We're going to support our team. And regardless of if you're playing or you're not playing, we're all locked in to whatever coach says, whatever the next player says, we're all locked in. So it's just an amazing feeling to be a part of, because usually you don't get that in NBA. Usually it's a, pity party or whatever the case may be. But, we got professionals, we got dogs on this team that all they want to do is win.
Beautiful. Little monologue.
Shout out to Steve-O, man. We miss you.
Good little monologue, good little SNL.
Good. What does this feel like, man? I mean, we heard y'all celebrating, saw you doing the gritty on the court and on the way to the locker room, Ja. And it was a tough series, but what does this feeling, feel like overcoming this?
Like after the game or right now? Right now. We're leaving. Tired.
Man, what?
Physically, mentally. This series was, a battle. Coming in, we knew, with this team that, we wouldn't win this series in one game. We knew, every game would be a dog fight, and that we had to, come in locked in and, bring our energy from the start. And obviously, the wins were pretty ugly outside of game 2, but we got it done, and that's all we can worry about now. We enjoyed our moment, our celebration, but it's time to turn the page.
I'm curious to do it the way you guys did it, where, as Ja put it, wasn't pretty all the time, but you made all the big plays in the fourth quarters of these games. To do it the way you did it, what do you think that'll mean for you guys moving forward?
I mean, it's the same thing we've been doing all year. Next man up. Playing well, not playing well, we stick together and stay on the same page. And I think that it really showed, on the big stage this series.
What was the feeling for you guys as the fourth quarter began? You're down 10, but you've already proven a couple times in the series, fourth quarters were yours. What was that like?
I feel like, we're always confident, no matter, what the score is. We treat it as, pretty much 0-0. We try to, win the quarter. And, late in this series, the last couple of games, since after game 2, we were down double digits plenty of times and, came back and won. So, going in is we had our same message, continue to stay together, play together, and we know the game is not over until the zeros hit at the end of the fourth quarter. So just got stops and good shots on the other end that allow us to win the game.
John Bain, when you look at it, just as humans, it's naturally, wow, down again, down again, down again. Do you feel that out there on the court, or and what is it that keeps your head up?
No, definitely. I mean, it's hard not to know that you down 10, 15, whatever the case may be. But like I said, coach is good about telling us to, just take it one possession at a time, one quarter at a time, one half at a time, one game at a time, one series at a time. We finished the first one and on to the next.
Draining. You see me right now, man. He spoke on everything. Same thing, can't win it all in, one possession. Can't win a series in one game. We got to take it, step by step, and that's what we did.
Ja, you just said, it's time to turn the page. And for both of you, you're going against next a backcourt that a lot of people have talked about, for years and years and years. But you two have kind of made your name as one of the best, rising backcourts in the league. What do people need to know about Desmond Bain and John Morant, as a backcourt for both of y'all?
Some killers, man. I mean, I don't know what else to tell you.
Real head.
No lie.
Nah, but pretty much, man, we feel like, we're one of the best backcourts in the league as well. So going into any matchup, we're taking ourselves over anybody. We're very confident. We put in the work. But, just speaking on me and him, we got a lot of other guys in our backcourt that, are capable of being in that same category. We just stick together, play together, and win games.
Yeah, for real.
If you ask me, MVP of this series would be this guy right here, man. Time and time again, he came in big time and made some big time shots for us, and even kept us in the game or gave us a lead late. So we just got to take, that confidence we have from this one to the next series.
Along those lines, Shai, you mentioned how draining this was. You're like less than 39 hours away from game one against Golden State here. How do you turn the page from a grueling series with, a pretty big test here awaiting you?
Sweet.
Man, what? Head first in that bed, boy.
We about to go to sleep.
Yeah.
And, wake up in the morning, travel, and lock into our game plan as soon as we touch out.
Yeah.
Back to the M, man.
Appreciate it.